Well, as much as I've been dreading it, I'm working on it. Got one in. Now I'm trying to decide, because I got augers for the bottom of here because they're getting really thin. Trying to decide if I want to pull this one out of here before I tack this one. I think then I'd be a lot nicer kneeling down, because it's not very comfortable to work up here. But I guess, I don't know, I might just go get a piece of plywood and stick in there. That'll probably work as good as anything. So, since I'm in the mess of doing this, I really don't want to get in the mess of starting something else. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Get this one, my tools moved around, and get this other one shoved in here. They come with self-tapping screws and then rivets. They said the rivets is the best, obviously, but for ease of putting it in, I went every other one. So that should be good enough. You boys getting her figured out?
Yeah. This part is easy for me.
Yep. You took it apart, you can put it back together, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure how long it took, but I got liners and augers put in the tank. Finally, time to get the heck out of here. Well, I'm kind of going backwards, but I got a smaller head. Some pretty decent hills around here. About 50 some miles away where this was from home. One of the guys that hauls pigs for us there. Yeah. Kind of taking it halfway easy. I got it strapped down. It's not going to go anywhere, but put new wheel bearings on that trailer last fall, so should be good. But those little tires, it's like 90 degrees today, so never know. Try to take it halfway easy on it. Oh, she needs a good bath, but geez, that thing seems tiny on here compared to the other one, which I guess it is. 2.5 feet shorter on each side. Well, here we go. Oh, it runs. Cool. Don't know what that was. Well, the poly isn't perfect, but looks like they're missing some rivets. I guess that's one way to do it, but I'll get some rivets. I don't see any holes in it, at least, so maybe we can get her to last for a couple years. So, but these rivets are getting pretty worn. But that ain't hard. I can take care of that problem. This has got the SCH. I don't know why every other one is upside down. I don't know what their thinking is. And then instead of having the wear plates on the back side of you can probably look up what a deer one is. Instead of those, it's got a little ball bearing. So I don't know. After running it there, I'm not sure it's any smoother running, but I guess we'll see. Kind of a different style. Only bad part about this is I don't have any of these, or it's different than the other ones, so it's not like I got parts on hand, so I'm gonna have to get some of these ordered. SCH. So, and it doesn't have any sort of a rock dam or dirt deal, so I might it's filthy dirty, but I might get some PVC pipe and make some clamps and put a pipe down like I had on my 20-foot and like what's on the other header. So just mainly going to use this one for tougher beans and where they're really good. So bunch of rat crap or something there. So anyways, yeah, 920. Well, sometimes I drive myself nuts because I have old junk laying around. This was the door that goes on top of the chopper, the 6620. I put a new one on for pretty good reasons, because this one had blown out, and then I got another one and patched in, and then it blew out again. But I knew I had this piece laying around, piece of poly that I got for our 215 head that we had years ago, and I never put it on because that piece was bent, and I used it on that to get through the season the one year, and I'll be darned if I don't have a use for that thing. Should fit on there just right. This one doesn't have poly on it, and obviously it could use it because it's rubbed pretty hard. So yeah, well, putting the final touches on this head. Still got a couple of cracks in the tin, but as thin as that stuff is, if I try to do anything with it, I'll probably make a mess out of it. So when them are dry tomorrow, it's just one bolt that holds them on is all it is. I think we'll call it good enough for who it's for after that. So maybe I won't have to use it that much, I don't know. But there's some beans that are hopefully going to be, well, there's going to be a lot of material. So sometimes with that one, it's just, especially if they're green stem and stuff, it'd be better to have less stuff coming through. So, but it did clean up pretty decent. So I don't know, I figured well, beans are 13.5 bucks here. I'll take 200 bushels to pay for the head. So if getting the right scenario where I can save a bushel or two going out the back because I'm putting too much through it, in my head, this head will pay for itself in certain scenarios. There's going to be plenty of times, especially after we get a frost, that head will work just fine, but I don't know. Maybe I've lost my marbles. Probably. But anyways, that's enough on this thing. Well, on to the next project. When I got this combine on this chaff spreader, it didn't have a deflector piece, so it was just blown stuff, and these rims on the inside had like no paint because it was throwing the stuff. And I think this was a piece of tin off of the corn head that I took off last year that like sat on top of the shafts that go to the feeder house. and it's just not holding up. So I don't know what they get for a piece like that, but I don't really care. Cut off a piece of that feeder house floor, and I think that'll work. I know this one I had it bent out like this, so it kind of flings stuff that way, but I think I'm just gonna try it straight like that, just because I'm gonna, the way this is, that's why I kind of chose this part of it, just because it's kind of braced up a little bit better that way. So I don't know, I suppose I could cut it and cut a chunk out of that bottom or something and make something work, but for now I'm just gonna figure out a way to bolt it on there. So take that one off and put that on. Not that big a deal, but one of those things just need to do. Hey Derek.
Yes, sir.
You're a lot cheaper than the tile guys. I think we need to install some tile. That's pretty good per hour, huh?
12 inches is, well, that didn't come out right. A foot's all the further I go.
Oh, okay.